Good morning, boys and girls. Another day, another video. All right, today is March 24th, 2020. From the looks of the packet, we're still working with our A equals PW, where W is the whole, P is the percent, and A is the part. All right, the only difference for today is we're going to work with increase and decrease. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you number 2. So there was an item that was selling for $72, and then it was reduced to 60. Find the percent decrease in price and round my answer to the nearest tenth. So the first thing I want to know is how much money did I get off? If I started at 72 and my new price is 60, how much money did I get off? Well, to find that out, you just take the difference of them. And if you remember, difference stands for subtraction. So after I do 72 minus 60, I find out that I got $12 off, right? So now I'm pretty much set for my equation. How much did I pay for the item? Or how much did I start with? Because I'm looking for the percent decrease. So I'm trying to find out how much percentage I got off my total cost, right? So my whole in this is 72 because that's the amount of money that I started with. My percent is what I'm trying to look for. I don't know that. And my part, well, when I did my difference of 72 and 60, I got $12, and that's what I got off. So my part would be 12. 12 stands for the amount of money that I got off. So now all you got to do is set up your equation. A equals PW, right? Just set up everything here. Just plug them in. So 12 equals P times 72. All right, so we're trying to find out what percentage I got off to get me $12 off. So as you know, the P and the 72 are multiplying. So to undo multiplication, take the inverse, which is, of course, I hear you all saying it, division, right? So I'm going to divide by 72. And what I do to one side, I do to the other. I'm going to divide by 72. All right? So we can set this up two ways. We can either reduce our fraction here, or we could just divide. And I think I'm going to take a little longer step, and I'm going to divide here. All right? So I'm going to do 72 divided by 12. Now, as you all know, 72 does not fit into 12. So I'm just going to add a 0 on the inside. And when I add a 0, I got to bring up a decimal. All right, so now I'm going to find out how many times 72 goes into 120. Right off the bat, I know that it's only 1. So I'm just going to multiply back, 72, right? 120 minus 72. Let's do our quick subtraction here. So I got to take 1 from there. That becomes a 12. This becomes an 11, and this becomes a 10. So I got 8. I got 48. I know 72 doesn't go into 48, so I got to add a 0. So now I go 72 into 480. So off the top of my head, I know that 72 times 10 is 720, and we know that's way too much. So I'm going to try to pick a number that's kind of in the middle. I don't want to go too high or too low, so I'm going to try 6. So I'm going to do 72 times 6. So I got 12. 7 times 6 is 42. Plus 1 is 43. 432. So I'm thinking to myself, if I add another 72 to 432, I would go over 480. So I know that it's 6, all right? So I just multiply back. I already did all the hard work over here, so I just got to rewrite it, all right? Now I'm going to do a quick subtraction. So I'll take 1 from there, becomes 7, this becomes 10, it's 8, and this is 8, right? Wait, this is looking awfully familiar. I just did 72 into 480, and I know 72 can't go into 48, so again, I got to add a 0. So what does this tell you? 72 into 480 again. We already know what that is. It's 6. All right? And what does this mean to you? If I, let's see what happens if I do it one more time. I know it's 432, right? And then I do my subtraction again, and I get 48. So what does this mean? It means that the decimal is going to be repeating, right? 0.1666. Nobody likes that number, but good thing there's a 1 in front of it. All right, so I got to know what percentage I got here. So if you remember from December, we did turning decimals into percentages, and we did turning percentages into decimal. In this case, my decimal is here, so I got to go 2 to the right to get my percentage. 1, 2. So I got 16.66. Now the question tells me to round my answer to the nearest tenth, right? So at the end of the day, when I round this to the 10th, this is a 6, so this goes up, right? So now my answer and my final answer is 16.7%. So this is telling me that I got 16.7% off of $72, which is 12. So my grand total for whatever I bought is $60, all right? Hope this helps. Have a good day. Remember, if you have any questions, hit me up in the Google chat room, all right? Have a good day.